When you stop chasing validation, you realize that you never needed it in the first place. And when can you begin to be at peace when we don't receive validation, don't receive common communication, to feel loved, to feel seen, to feel appreciated? How can we let go when those things don't happen when we expect them? Replacing the meaning is a start. Now, are these things happening to you? Are you the victim? And what was the payoff? Why was there an expectancy there? We need to go back to the root of the problem. When we are constantly chasing after validation, usually it stems from something that's missing from our past. And it's not something that this day and age that we've been able to come to grips with. But I'm here to tell you that when you align yourself back with your energy and your body, you align yourself with the best version of you, the success, the person who wants to create good things. And what comes with all of that is attracting those to you, results, people, whatever you want to focus your energy and mind on, will come to you naturally because of who you are being. And all of that validation and approval that used to create sadness, depression, unworthiness was just a fabricated story we had created within our own minds. And the world was reflecting that back at us. And when you realize that you have the power within, that you have the energy within to shift it completely, the validation and approval sorts itself out. And we don't go into our own bodies, our own minds to fix this so that these results will come and then we'll feel whole. It's that we replace what we used to associate neurologically with our minds, what we used to associate with not receiving validation or not feeling seen or attractive to certain individuals. And changing the word is a good tactic, a good trick that you could use. So instead of saying, I feel sad, say, I am learning. I'm learning to shift my energy, let's just say, or I am learning how to be more creative towards this situation. And when you feel sadness, laugh and say, I'm learning. Or let's say, I feel unsupported. Change that with, I feel grounded and loved. Because are there not people in your life that you feel like you are in alignment with? And are there people in your life that you feel don't support you, don't see you, don't give you the validation that you feel like would make you feel like a great person once you receive it? Would it not be more empowering every time you feel like or think of in your own mind, feel and think, they're both connected? These people don't support me. and switching that saying, these people don't support me, I am loved, and laugh. I am loved. I am supported. And it quickly switches your focus off of not getting results, not feeling attractive, not being the person you wish you were. And there also has to be a letting go of, who do we need to show up as? Who do we need to be? That all stems from our past relationships. What can I freaking do to actually get this person to, just as an example, like my Facebook photo or like my Instagram post where I am flexing my muscles? Or reach back out to me after weeks of ghosting that last message. I am loved. I am learning. See how those words are way more empowering than the words that you would have been telling yourself in those low, negative, energetic states. And it all comes down to a shifting of your energy. I talk a lot about it on the channel. Everything is energy. Energy is how you feel about your own life and the connections that you make with others. And when you shift the energy to someone who is not validated, not attractive enough, still needing to manipulate the outer world to get that validation, that love and approval. A lot of it could be from your past and unresolved trauma and stuff that didn't go your way when you were younger. And you're just replaying over and over that same movie and story in your mind. And you choose to show up in the outer world, in public, as the person that projects the energy that those things are true. What will happen is when you shift that energy and what you choose to neurologically associate words with, instead of feeling, this person looked at me this way, so I'm unattractive, or feeling like, damn, why does this person not like me? Somebody that you feel is like physically attractive. Because it's only physical attraction. You don't know this person on a deeper level. So why do you care that much? Because we are living through attachments. We would be attached to having a beautiful woman with a great body walk by us and give us all of that attention. What would be the payoff is, I now feel attractive enough for this woman. What if I were to tell you, you were already attractive enough, you were already whole, that these results on the outside of us do not make or break our character? That is what I teach. I teach character creation, character building. And part of becoming the new character that doesn't chase after validation and approval is letting go of all of that past stuff and getting down to the root of the problem so that you can bring awareness to it, meditate on it, and get rid of the energy that believes that is true out of your body. And when it's out of your body, it's out of your mind, which controls the way you feel. And when you stop feeling like that about yourself, the type of energy that will be within your body will completely change. It will be the person who loves what they're doing. You're having fun. You are learning. Not, I'm the victim. This person didn't like me. These people don't message back. This hot chick I'd love to have a date with rejects me. I am learning. Learn from it. And don't give your energy away for nothing. Learn your power. Learn about your power. What is the power within? My beautiful audience, what is the power within? It's to be yourself, to be your most authentic selves. And when you show up in the world as the real you, that is attractive now, that is willing to do the work now. And along the way, learning, it's a much more empowering word than depression, feeling unattractive, because you are attractive enough. All those things that you desire now and used to desire before that created that conditioning, you will be good enough for them. And you'll come up with plans to protect that energy. And I'll give you a word of advice here. It's not someone who wakes up to go on their social media immediately and stays on their phone all day. Now, just doing a social media detox and being within your own body and energy is a great practice to start to get on this level with your character. And I'm not saying you have to ghost everyone. You can't open Instagram ever again. You can't be on Facebook. But have you ever opened up the screen time part of your phone to see how much time you are on all of these apps? I recently did this. I am someone, I run my businesses on Instagram and I make videos for YouTube. And I wanted to see how much of my time am I using on these on average per day. And I was on Instagram between 2 and 2.5 hours per day, just studying old videos I made, studying other creators' videos. I look at it, I'm not attached to results, and I'm learning and I'm empowered. I'm in a direction here that is successful. I'm successful because I believe it, not because of the validation or the results or the numbers. It's that I've created a space here that an audience can connect with me on a different level. Because I have changed who I am so that I can feel love for my life because I've created that. And along the way, I have attracted an audience that resonates with that version of me. And if I lost some subscribers for being who I really am, being open about all of my past life moments I didn't like, all of the negative tension and conditioning that I lived with from my past, I've opened up about all of it here. And it's helped me come up with content titles and topics that help empower you guys. And what makes me feel love is to be connected and making a difference and inspiring other people. It's not about what I get in return. That comes naturally. And there used to be a part of me in the past that was attached to results or desired to have a huge following for me to now feel good. Why wouldn't I just be successful and good now before I have the large following? Before I'm monetized, before I have the big breakthrough. I don't need that. I live as the person who has it, and my growth happens over time. That's where you guys get the best version of me, is I have fun. And how I've been able to get more in alignment with my energy was to disconnect from Instagram. And I've done this for the past 3 days. And the dopamine that I would feel from mindless scrolling and just looking at other content ideas, looking at what other creators are doing, is I've tuned back in with my energy. And now I get more dopamine from my morning meditation, being out and present with my life partner, my wife, and observing nature and doing things that are not associated with having my phone in my hand constantly. Because she's not getting the best version of me if I'm just sitting on my phone beside her, trying to figure out what the next reel is that that's gonna pop off and go viral. It's not about that. No. It's about me being enough, right? And that stems from a past story that I have to constantly do work. And it's taking up my attention and taking up my energy. Not to say I'm not going to make YouTube videos every day and post reels and shorts on Instagram and TikTok. It's that I'm aware of how much I was using it and being on there way too often, both at work and at home. And that I can have days where I plan what I'm going to do on the social media, put some time aside, answer messages, give people some support and validation, viewing stories. But it's when you're on there all day, observing what other people are doing on stories, observing what they're posting, and just, it's automatic. We open our phones, open up the Instagram app, or open up Facebook. What's everyone else doing? Do you know? We're giving away our energy. You're not working on yourself and being more in alignment with this character. You are mindless scrolling, which subconsciously you don't even realize or are not aware of how long you're on these devices looking at what other people are doing instead of working on yourself. And then we wonder why we feel sadness and depression that people don't like us. It's because you're constantly giving your energy away to others. And then you focus on those relationships, people, and life moments that made you feel emptiness, made you feel depression. And it's creating the current story that you may be involved in. And that is why I help character build. I help shift all that. And just be aware of how much Instagram time, Facebook, TikTok you're using. Try to diminish that a bit. Give yourself a half hour or 45-minute window where you use it. And the rest of the day, just embody flow state. Because when you embody flow state, creative energy, empowering answers to those disempowering questions there, the depression, the why does this person not like my posts? Why do people not come up to support me? I am learning. I am creative. I am powerful. That is why we connect. We connect on this level because we are both powerful. We keep going. We keep showing up regardless of the numbers, regardless of certain people that don't validate you, regardless of being rejected by certain individuals. What do you do when you get rejected? You don't go home, buy a case of beer or a quart of rum or vodka and drink and forget about it. You learn from it. Everything is a learning experience. And when you are learning, even the word, I am turning things around. I'm going to drink less. I'm going to use less social media. Make a change. That is a form of taking action. And when I'm feeling not good enough, and I'm doing all this stuff on social media and I'm posting and certain results make me feel not good enough, I change my approach. I take action to how am I going to feel better about my life? How I'm going to feel better about this business, my other two businesses. Is I'm going to focus my energy on myself and I'm going to answer myself with questions to empower myself. And neurologically, I'm going to laugh at every time I feel depressed, sad, or unseen or heard. I am learning. I am turning things around. I am successful now. And accepting what is, and that is the present moment. So thank you for watching this one. We'll see you on the next video.